next guest has been speaking professionally for nearly a decade, yet still gets mistaken for a middle schooler. As a TV star, author, magazine columnist, and a modern self-help guru, this self-proclaimed guitar hero has even shared the stage with legendary Bill Cosby and appeared on Comedy Central. With a passion for inspiring others, as well as talking to random strangers at Walmart, he uses laughter to connect and motivate with his audience, which in fact has affected nearly 1.5 million people. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Josh Shipp.
Thank you. What's up? If you can hear me, would you clap once? If you can hear me, would you clap twice? If you can hear me, say, don't be average. Not bad, but let's be honest, half of you are sitting there right now thinking, motivational speaker. Great. And by great, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not. I hate listening to motivational speakers, and I am one, which means I'm emo. Yes, very nice. Laughter, no idea. Some of you are confused and like, I need Google. This section loves Google. Laughter, nerd section. I can make fun of nerds because I am one. Sometimes nerds get mad, they're like, meh. Stop making fun of me, I will edit your Wikipedia page. Josh Shipp, 85-year-old Japanese woman. And I won't hook you up on Farmville. Which if you play all the time, you're not going to prom. Rodney needs yarn. Rodney needs bottles. No, Rodney needs a life. It's really interesting being up here on the screen. There's people in the front row looking at the screen. I'm right here. I scared her. I play a lot of violent video games. I should warn you, before we go any further, I do have a bit of ADD. Yes. So, I might be talking to you and be like, so the other day, ooh, shiny beads. Everyone with ADD is like, yes, I love cheese. Laughter, oddly enthusiastic. Here's my first thought for the night, though. Sincerely, if you have something negative in your life, seriously, who cares? You should have fun with it, which is why I enjoy freaking people out with my ADD. Yeah. 3 restraining orders is not enough. Don't laugh, you have 5. Laughter, he's gonna stab me. I live here in California. I got to meet our governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. When I met him, I wanted to freak him out, so I go up to him like this. I'm like, Governor, nice to meet you. Would you like to arm wrestle me? He's like, no, that's all right. I go, good. I would beat you anyway. I'm on steroids if you can't tell. And then I start flexing for him, right? I'm like, nah. He goes, here. I like you. And then he patted me on the shoulder, and I died. Some of you are like, violence isn't funny. I'm not encouraging violence. I can't even stab my Capri Sun. Calm down, ma'am. It's a juice box. Laughter, weeping. I have ADD, a bit of ADD. I get to travel around, speak at different schools. I think it's amazing. I get to run my mouth for a living. However, with all the travel, I get a bit bored, but I'm a problem solver. This is now what I do to solve my boredom on the road. I now travel with the Nintendo Wii. Mario Kart. It is awesome, but it's weird when someone's like, Josh, what did you do last night? And I confess, I stayed in my room and played with my Wii. That joke was inappropriate. LOL, LOL, OMG. Half of you are like, this guy's weird. His hair looks like a chia pet. Chia. I am denying all of you on Facebook. Again. I started a secret society a few weeks ago because I like to, have fun. I want to invite you to join said secret society so you can, freak out your friends that aren't present at this convention. This is what I want you to do. It's about twice a day, only twice a day. I want you to end one of your random sentences with the phrase, "and a goat." I shall demonstrate. You see a girl, you wish to take her to prom, you inquire like this: "Hey baby, would you like to go to the prom with me?" Pause. "And a goat." She will say no. Again. Don't be a stalker. .com. Don't be average. I really love to Google. I find that when you begin to Google, you start Googling random crap you don't even care about, such as Justin Bieber. Applause. Oh, I love him. By the way, you guys are a really cool but interesting audience to me because you laugh and stop all together as a group. That freaks me out. You sit there in your seat and you're like, I'm done. I rest my case. Awkward turtles unite. This guy's got a hammer. I'm on a horse. Don't be average. I Googled, check this out. I discovered the average American spends $1.25 for every $1 they earn. Don't be average. I discovered the average 65-year-old retires with about $400 saved for retirement. Don't be average. I discovered Googling the average American reads at a 6th grade level. Don't be average. The average American hates their job. Don't be average. The average American gets divorced. Don't be average. Now here's the thing. I want you to understand when I stand up here today, this evening, I'm excited to be here, but I don't want you to get the wrong, I don't want to give you some sort of cheesy, unrealistic, motivational speech be the best. Be the best. I don't know why I'm bending my knees like that. That's you've heard this, but be the best. What? Shut up. I'm not asking you to be the best. I think that's cheesy. I think that's unrealistic. What I am asking you to do is be your best. That is my point. All of us in this room, you cannot dodge that. You cannot escape that. All of us in this room do have the opportunity to be our best. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care what sort of failures you've made before today. We all have that opportunity. But let's be honest. I'm not always above average. You're not always above average. Don't lie. Why? Here's my opinion. This is my hypothesis. I believe it's because at some point in everyone's life in this room, a person or an event told you you were average, and maybe you actually believed them. For me, my biological mom, 17 when she got pregnant with me. On the day I was born, parents left me at the hospital when I was born. What that means to you is that technically, I'm an orphan. On my birth certificate, it says, Josh Shipp, orphan of the court. As if to say, hey, Josh, welcome into the world, hope you survive, but you're going to be average. Again, let's be realistic. I'm obviously not up here to say, everybody's had a bad childhood. That's not my point. My point is this. All of us in this room face things that are unfortunate, that we shouldn't have to go through. Something in your life is going to try to hold you down, make you stop, make you quit. We all have that. Yours is different than mine, but we all got it. For me, there was a period in my life I had never ever met my real mom or my real dad. Truth be told, there was a period I had never ever met one single individual related to me. Ever. In my entire life. Now, again, I don't want this to be one of these depressing speeches. I'm not up here to make you feel sorry for me. This is not my goal. I am not a motivational speaker. I am a motivational ninja. Yeah. I am here to drop kick you with knowledge. Brace yourself. My point, thank you, fellow ninjas. My point in sharing the story is this: I believe when something bad happens to us, we have an option. Watch. You can choose to get bitter or you can choose to get better. There's not a big difference between those two, but in your life, in your success, it makes an enormous difference. So think about it, man. When something bad goes down your day, obviously it will. I mean, it took me like 8 hours to find this stupid arena because it was like, Anaheim Convention Center, and this is an arena, you know? Something bad will happen. How do you respond? Do you get angry? Jaded? Do you walk around like all day looking all constipated? Like, my life sucks. Half of you laugh because you know people like that. The other half of you are people like that. You're like, he was funny till he said that. You can get bitter, you can get better. It's your choice. And it honestly makes an enormous difference. Here's what I want to do right now is I want to pause. I want to do something I call a LeaderSHIPP inspirational moment. And these do, of course, have intro music. And now a LeaderSHIPP inspirational moment. Bada bing, 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 bing. Bad things are going to happen to you. You're welcome. Half of you clap, half of you are like, I will get you, little man. Some of the advisors are like, oh, you're the motivational speaker. You need to be positive, young man. All right, I'll be positive. LeaderSHIPP inspirational moment, take 2, new intro music. Insert positivity. Yellow, yellow, green, blue, whammy. Expert. I'm positive. Bad things are going to happen to you. You're welcome. Here's the thing, man. Do not miss my message and my goofiness. This is the only way I know how to behave. Why do I make a joke out of that? Honestly, because it is a joke. To believe that somebody's life is perfect and yours isn't. I studied psychology. One of the biggest things that can mess us up in our life, little bitty lies like that, such as, oh, her life is perfect, mine isn't. Oh, his life is perfect, mine isn't. No, man, nobody's life is perfect. Not yours, not mine. So, my challenge, stop complaining about yours. Stop whining about yours. Stop using that as your crutch to say, that's why I don't do that. That's why I don't start that. That's why I don't ask her out. That's why I don't try that thing. That's why I don't do that thing I've always wanted to do. It's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it. We just got to be realistic. Don't believe those cheesy motivational posters. You know, they got like a river and like a cheesy phrase and like a river and a swan and an eagle and a goat. Boom. I saw this cheesy poster. This is what it says. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. Oh, hold me. I'm like, what the crap does that even mean? I'm no scientist, but my understanding is if you landed by a star, you would burst into flames. Don't clap. That isn't good for you, dude. Al Gore hates you. Laughter, I'm confused as well. I don't think that's realistic. I think we should be realistic. That creates success. Here's my version of that, what that phrase should be. Shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land on Uranus. Calm down, it's a planet. My point, you're not an idiot, man. I'm not going to talk to you like you are one. You know sometimes you're going to try things. You're going to fail. Maybe you start a business, you start an endeavor, you start something. It doesn't work out. Who cares? That doesn't matter. Don't get bitter, get better. Learn from it. Don't make that same mistake again. Grow stronger. Grow more courageous. Do it differently next time. That's what matters. Now what happens? How you deal with it. By the time I was 8, lived in a bunch of different homes, foster homes. One home, 15 kids lived there. Ages 5 to 21, I was 8. That particular home, for many, many weeks, I was beaten up, physically abused. Sucked. Honestly, made me feel very depressed, very discouraged, very embarrassed, very defeated. How did I deal with that? Be as honest as I can. As an 8-year-old, it's not like you deal with your depression by turning to drugs, unless you count sniffing pixie sticks, which I do. I once sniffed a pixie stick, I blow my nose, I'm like, ooh, a rainbow. And a pot of gold. And a goat. Honestly, sincerely, the way I dealt with it was by eating food. That was my drug of choice. That numbed the pain. That made me feel good. 8 years old, I was really, really short. Some of you were like, you're really short right now. How old are you anyway? You look like a man boy. That was awkward. 8 years old, really short, got really overweight. Check this out. Every day I would go to school, there was like a new fat joke about me, about Josh, right? Check this out. This moment is when I began to try to become funny. Like as a defense mechanism, you know? You make fun of me, I make fun of you, that's how I dealt with it. Check this out. In my career, I have made literally millions of dollars running my mouth. Hosting TV shows, writing books, doing speech. Look, I don't tell you that to impress you or so you will like try to rob me later. Bring it on, I carry a prison shank. Laughter, I'm not sure if he's joking. I bring it up to say this point, and I believe this is true. Sometimes that thing in your life that could be your greatest gift, that thing you eventually make money at, often first presents itself in a moment of pain, in a moment of frustration, in a moment that is not convenient, is not ideal, is not Hollywood, picturesque, perfect, and all you want to do is quit, give up. It's too painful. On the other side of that, that's where it's at. Average, they stop, they quit, they fold. You don't do that. Think about it, man. So many companies out there have created multi-million-dollar companies off of this very idea. Seeing something that was normally a pain, going past that pain, finding the solution, and then selling that solution to other people. What is that thing for you? You have something in your life, all you want to do right now is quit, give up, fold. On the other side of that, that's where the reward is. Everybody stops here, you go there. Sometimes the things that hurt you the most are the things you can use to help others. Don't be average. 14 years old, moved around a few more, like I was totally a punk kid. Some of you are like, I can tell. I got kicked out of like all these foster homes because I was getting suspended from middle school. One time I got suspended from my middle school because I tried to sell it. I was an entrepreneur. Some of you are writing that down, you're like, that is a great idea. Tired of selling cookies. Eventually, though, I move in with my final set of foster parents. These are who I consider to be my parents. I know I'm a goofball. I like to be funny, but look, I'm not kidding. These two people, my foster mother, foster father, unbelievable, amazing, incredible people. I love them, care for them so much. I owe them so much in my life. Here's the thing. All of us need at least one adult. Somebody in our life sees the best in us, not who we were, who we could be. Everybody, average, sees who you were. You need somebody who sees who you could be. So if you have someone like that in your life, please, before like the end of the day tomorrow, find them and thank them. Or I will find you and I will slap you. Don't clap. I'm okay.